This is a whole tube filled with giant-sized animation posters. Not just posters, advertisements. And we're gonna be taking a look at all of them today. Let's just do it. Welcome home, Rep Pack. Marcus here, and welcome to Comfort Cartoons, the show where I collect absolutely everything from the late 90s, 2000s, all the way to the modern day. And I hope you beautiful people are having an amazing day. And if you guys aren't, you know the drill. Bus stop, camera, flip.
I wish I was a bus and not a bus stop.
It's about to get, ooh, that was clean. It was in the exact same spot. It's about to get a whole lot brighter. Red Packaging Boy is here, and today is gonna be an awesome day because we are gonna be showcasing some extremely rare, limited edition, essentially, items, and that is some gigantic bus stop size banners. I showed you guys this one you're seeing on screen right now, which is this one from Knott's Berry Farm, a local amusement park here in Southern California. It was a massive, beautiful display piece made out of vinyl material, and that was just one of several that we got. This entire tube is completely full of different animation bus stop billboards. We're gonna check them out. There's a couple in here that I knew were gonna be in here and I was excited for, and that was the reason why I went to go pick them up, but the rest of them are gonna be complete mystery for us. So let's go ahead and check them out. These all came from an amazing member in the Rep Pack too that goes by the name of Proxy. He hangs out on our Whatnot streams, our Discord, an awesome Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network collector. He picked these up and he got some for his collection. As I mentioned in the video where we picked these up, and we'll talk about the ones that he got as well. But big shout out to him. I got all of these for $50, an unbelievable deal considering I was willing to pay $50 for just one of them. So we got all of them for the same price. So big shout out to him and thank you so much. Let's go ahead and let's do this. All right, so we have the weights here. Look at that. Ooh. Ooh. That's my strange ankle workout. All right, that's enough for today. If I'm sweating, guys, because all the exercise you just saw me doing, and also because it's like 1,000,001 degrees in here. So
what do you mean 1,000,001? What's the one for? Why'd you add a one?
It's 1,000,001 degrees. Like honestly, 1,000,000 I could do, but 1,000,001, that's what gets you, man. That's what's just breaking the sweat.
What's it 1 degree?
That 1 degree. You only have to be one more degree from 32 for it to freeze.
But you're like 1,000,000 the other way.
So I'm one more degree away from melting. Okay, so there we go. So let's go ahead and pull these guys out. I'm just gonna grab all of them out, and then we're gonna have to separate them ourselves. This is the complicated part.
Whoa, that one looks like plastic.
Do you see this?
Ooh, little Velma.
Yeah, I'm liking the way that is. It's like a transparent plastic. You're right. Maybe to be like backlit.
Whoa.
There's still more in here.
It just keeps going.
Okay, is that all of it?
I don't think so. Is there a little mini one in there?
No, but there's like a little guy in there that keeps yelling about how he went to college.
I went to college!
Ah, good for you. He didn't say he graduated. I took a single course in communications. All right, let's do this, baby. So this one's set up right now so I can just roll it out and we'll get to see it. This one already looks cool. You're like, okay, what can this do with animation? It says Dove volumizing moose.
Goodbye stickiness.
Goodbye stickiness, hello movement. Unstick your style. I could use that a lot. But we're gonna unroll it. Look at how big it is already. So I mean, the camera doesn't really do its like scale.
I mean, that's like at least 3 to 4 feet wide.
Well, I'm 6'9", so
okay.
So being 6'9", this is half my body. That's about 4 feet across already. All right, so let's go ahead and do this. So the first one we have here, try to guess who you think it is.
Well, I know left is Wilma for sure.
Yes, so it is Wilma.
Talk about yabba dabba do.
And
oh, okay.
Check it out. So this is a Flintstones ad.
Well, it's a Dove ad.
Yeah, it's a dud ad.
A dud.
It's a Dove ad, but this one is for the Flintstones. Like, look at how massive this thing is. Like, if you hang this up somewhere, it'll literally take up like a whole section of your collection. Just a beautiful piece. And a majority of these likely would have gotten thrown away, and that's what's so sad about it, because this is absolutely awesome. So there we have it. You can see her, you know, her regular hair right here. You know, this has maximum stickiness. She got them caveman locks.
The gorilla snot.
Yeah, that are all stuck together. She probably slicked it back with some dinosaur snot, more than gorilla snot, to get that back. So there it is right there. And it's made out of like a plastic material, so there is a little bit of dirt on it, but it can clean off thanks to the fact that it is that material. And you can see down here, from the year 2004, man, I was 9 years old, and when you see some of these ads, like I remember
Let me just not help you in any way.
Let me just not help you or like suit your needs. So I would have to sit in the back of the class, and I literally had a desk that was turned away at one point from the rest of the class. That was super like anime backstory, but it was true. But what I liked about it is from that spot I was in, I was facing the window, so I could actually see my house from that window where I lived at the time, and also a bus stop. And I remember always just waiting for them to change the bus ad and them going through a few of them, and every now and then they did put a Cartoon Network on there, one in particular that Proxy actually ended up keeping that I'll show you guys later on in this video. But these bus ads are just so sick because they were always at that little reprieval. You know, I always talk about on this show how I always looked for those little reprievals in life, you know, whether it was like going to the dentist's office and seeing Garfield merch and like stuff like that on the shelves, or going to the doctors and seeing them with like, you know, a little room for kids with like a TV playing like VHS tapes. Those little like sources of comfort for me always came in clutch, and bus stops were one of those ones you got while driving if they were cool enough like this. So a beautiful piece here. This is our first one. Let's go ahead and check out the next one. You saw the Velma one, so you might have an idea of, you know, where this was going.
Interested, yeah.
So that was one of the ones that I had. This one he gave me just out of the kindness of his heart, so big shout out to him. I only asked for 2 of these. I didn't even know this one was gonna be here, so a beautiful, beautiful piece. So this one I did ask for, so I knew this one was gonna be in here because you know I love my Scooby-Doo stuff. We have one of Velma here. So I don't know if like Dove was just doing a promotion with Hanna-Barbera.
I've been searching for a way to end the mystery of beautiful hair. Mystery solved.
But this one is so cool. Again, goodbye stickiness, hello movements, unsticker style. But this one is for control gel. So let's go ahead and take a look here. All right. And there we have it. You got the OG Velma too, you know? Look at her. You gotta love it, man. The control gel's control is so good, it makes you remove your glasses. You know what? I don't need to see you without my glasses. That is so freaking sick. So you have Velma here, and like I said, I mean, there's been so many different variations of the Scooby-Doo art style, but my favorite and always will be is the original Hanna-Barbera, like Where Are You, up until like the What's New Scooby-Doo style. This is what I love, so it's really cool to see them here. And just, can you imagine now, like, you just don't get stuff like this, where you could drive down the street and see an ad for Velma advertising Dove? You know what, man? Like, forget like Kendall Jenner or like any of these celebrities. Like, you're way more likely to get me to buy your product if you put Velma.
Yeah.
You know, you have Velma or Spongebob advertising your toothpaste or whatever it is, you are gonna get my sell every day over a celebrity endorsement. This is a celebrity endorsement I like. This is amazing. So there we go. You got Velma here. She went from her little coconut head bowl cut all the way down to this little Judy Neutron.
Yeah.
Here. Beautiful though. And that's gotta be, I love the Velma one too, but this one for sure is my favorite we've seen so far. All right, so that's the second one here. We gotta check out the next one, so let's do it. So here we go. We're gonna go ahead and check out the next one here. It says Go Nuts. It's orange. It looks like you have a white, like maybe paw, I'm thinking. What do you think this is gonna be? And it says Go Here Too. Go November 6th. And it's by Blue Sky Studios. Any guesses in the chat as to what this might be? Blue Sky Studios. They're not even around anymore. That's who makes Ice Age 2. 20th Century Fox. Oh, and dude, do you remember?
Ice Age? Is this what's his name? The squirrel?
Maybe. It says in real D3D. Do you remember that? Who really remembers that though, and like still never forgets that time and reminisces on how amazing it was and never really can let it go because it was just such a cool time to be alive. Not me. I mean, you remember those glasses? They had those stupid glasses. Who would have kept those things and just didn't throw them in one of those baskets? They were so dumb. They're so dumb. And I definitely didn't take the glass out of them and pretend to be a nerd, you know? Nobody ever did that. You never did that. Shut up. We have the Real D glasses in the cavern here because, I mean, honestly, the Real D was like a little better than the blue and red, you know, 3D. But obviously 3D as a gimmick kind of eventually kind of went to the wind. But it's cool to see the Real D 3D logo there.
And they went to like 4D for like a little time, didn't they?
Yeah, for like a short period of time. And then we have the general audiences. So let's just find out who this is.
Rated G, so it's got to be a kid's cartoon.
All right, whoever can guess it first wins.
Airbud.
I'm gonna guess
Nuts.
Oh my gosh, what is this? Go nuts, go nuts.
Joe.
I'm guessing go Joe Cool. I'm guessing over the hedge. Or no, the Nut Job.
The Nut Job.
That movie that had a really weird name. Yes, the Nut Job.
Hoodwink.
Hoodwink. It's Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Dogg.
It's Snoopy.
Oh.
So here it is. This is for Snoopy. That is so sick.
There they are. There's the glasses.
Yeah, I thought that it was gonna be Ray-Bans at first, but we had it rolled up, we could see just this. I thought it was gonna be a Ray-Bans ad, but there we go. That is so cool, man. Or should I say, that is so Joe cool.
Oh, you know, that makes sense. Go nuts, peanuts. Okay, well.
And then that, yeah, it makes sense now, but if you had just read that, I don't think you would have ever guessed it was the Peanuts movie.
No.
You know what I mean?
When you said Ice Age, like, oh, it could be the nuts, like the acorn, like it was some sequel or something.
If I'm not wrong, though, this one must be a little bit more recent, because I think this movie came out in like the late 10s.
Yeah, like 2012 maybe.
Yeah, so we'll put the date for this film on screen for you guys, but man, look at the detail on his fur. You got his sunglasses, even his nose has like the
like texture to it, yeah.
That's beautiful. If you had one of these like as a backdrop for one of your collections, like if you collect Peanut stuff, to have this as a backdrop.
It's a big backdrop.
That would be like a true freaking grail, you know? That is absolutely insane. I think the next one that's coming up, I'm so excited for it.
Ooh.
That's the one that I was originally, like the one that I was like, oh, I need to get this from him. We got the Velma one, and then the one that's coming up was the one that I was like, I have to get this for the collection. So let's take a look at it. But man, Snoopy here, I feel like we should rate these. I'm gonna give the Snoopy one here an 8 out of 10 because the detail is so beautiful. I love the sun behind him. And then the original Dove ones we already saw, I'm giving those a 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 good noodle stars. This is awesome. Okay, let's check out the next one. You see that?
Ooh.
Yep, that says Croc Kitten
Newt
Rock. That's gonna be sick. Okay, so here it is. You can see the Cartoon Network. What gives you this green vibe when you think about it?
The only show that I can recall, Ben 10.
Yep, Ben 10, or maybe maybe just Ben 10.
I literally can't think of any other ones, yeah.
Ben 10 Alien Force.
Oh, what about that other show with like the beast, you know? Like the cryptids?
Oh, Secret Saturdays?
But like, I think that one might be orange.
I don't think they got bus ads. So this was the one that I had to get. I am a huge Ben 10 fan.
Ooh,
Me and Mitchell both.
There it is.
Yep, Saturday mornings at 10 a.m. Eastern Pacific Standard Time. That was me and Mitchell grew up in middle school, elementary, watching Ben 10 all the time. I've seen every episode of Ben 10 as they aired. So I love this show. Mr. Ben Tennyson. I specifically love the original series.
Ooh.
And this is for the original series of Ben 10.
Oh, what does he got?
There we go. So it's got all of his aliens. They're all 10 of them. But there we go.
Wow.
That is so freaking sick, dude. I love it. Oh, man. You got Stinkfly on there. You got Accelerate. Oh, man. Heat Blast. They're just so cool looking.
Wildebeest, I believe his name is.
Yep.
Upgrade,
Brainiac.
yeah.
Oh, man.
Forearms.
And then look at it with the Omnitrex there. That is like such original Ben 10 art. Like if you look at all the Ben 10 early merch, that's like his green label pose.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna have him with that like particular stance and that particular font too. I do love the Future series too. I do love Alien Force. I do love the reboot a little bit, but not as much as this OG series. That's what I grew up on, watching Ben and his grandpa and Gwen just kind of go around the country, and like it was such a cool road trip vibe to the show. And on top of that, it was like an action show where you get a freaking kid turning into aliens, like so unique comparatively to like, you know, so many kids that have like superpowers in one regard where they can like fly or they're secretly have visions or some random thing, but you get 10 different aliens. It's not even like his one power. He gets 10 different aliens, and then eventually he gets 10,000 different aliens. Like the man is a freaking legend. Just sick. I'm giving this one Ben 10 out of 10. Can you give it anything less? It's not called Ben 9. It's not called Kevin 11.
I mean, it just goes up from 10, right?
Yeah, absolutely incredible, dude. Oh, I have such a wave of nostalgia overflowing in me right now. Like literally my cheeks hurt from smiling.
The theme song is always like just burned in my memory, yeah.
Yeah, that. Oh, dude, just freaking beautiful.
Favorite alien on this page?
Growing up, my favorite was always Accelerate. I always loved the speedsters, but I think now as an adult rewatching this show, I really love Heat Blast.
Heat Blast is cool.
Yeah, I know yours is Upgrade, right?
I like Upgrade, I also like Ghost Freak, but Ghost Freak's kind of mean.
Yeah, Ghost Freak. Though. I feel like the character that got the most like screen time overall though was Forearms.
Forearms, and then there was like that whole like bit with Diamond Head and his like that police version of him that was like super
woman,
mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The woman Diamond Head. All right, guys. So we're gonna go check out the next one here. I'm just gonna look at it for a little while and just enjoy it.
Look at it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna look and enjoy for a moment here. All right, so we have the next one geared up here and taking a little sneak peek. We got the Aardman Company, our animation. We have general audience again, October, so it must be Halloween themed by the orange font too.
Ooh, DreamWorks.
Something wicked this way hops.
What's that Halloween movie that hops?
I don't know, DreamWorks either. There's a little boy on the moon there. I met him once. He told me he never caught a fish.
I wonder why.
He did catch a couple birds though. All right, so let's go ahead and unroll. Were-Rabbit! Wallace and Gromit, the curse of the Were-Rabbit. Dude, like, honestly, I didn't really watch, like, I watched this movie, but I can't really remember it. Oh?
I can remember like the other parts of it, yeah.
Yeah, I always remember the ads being on Cartoon Network. There we go. So boom, Ooh. It is a Wallace and Gromit ad there. Oh, dude, that cover is so nostalgic. Even for a movie that I didn't really even watch that much, like just the art is nostalgic because they advertised this so heavy.
I know, I'm just like, dang.
I think because it was off. Oh wait, it says right here. From the creators of Chicken Run. I was gonna say because it was off the heels, you know, just a little while ago for our generation. Chicken Run was a big movie.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, like I think a lot of people have seen Chicken Run, and I think this was like, okay, well that was really successful, so let's bring this new property over here, Wallace and Gromit. Well, not new, but new for us, I feel like, and they really ran with it. So they're like, okay, let's promote this like crazy, because Chicken Run was promoted like crazy, and I believe this is what, stop motion?
Like clay animation almost, yeah.
I want to say it's claymation, but the fact that it's done by DreamWorks makes me think that maybe it was partially animated.
Maybe just to be that style though of like.
Yeah, because like I think stop motion, but when I see DreamWorks there, I'm thinking maybe it's something like the Lego movie where it's a mixture of the two.
That's pretty cool.
But wow, what a beautiful freaking piece here.
This is fitting for the fact that a new one's coming soon.
Yeah, and it's fitting because it's we're 4 months away from October. That's
gross.
That's pretty close. That's crazy, man. Didn't feel like just yesterday.
I was gonna say time is flying a little fast.
Yeah, it felt like just last week we did those freaking carving pumpkin videos.
That is weird.
Yeah. All right, so there we go, Wallace and Gromit. If you guys have any nostalgic memories of this movie, let us know in the comment down below. For me, man, these ads are so good. I want to rate all of them above a 7 or a 10. I gotta give this one another 8.5.
It's honestly really well done. High quality image.
Yeah, it's because it's an advertisement. This is what they want you to see to go see the film, so they're gonna bring their best work.
Well, you can see like every little rock, every little like shadow on each rock. It's pretty crazy.
Especially because you probably wouldn't see that little detail like just driving by. The fact that they did it, it's like subconsciously for your brain, it makes you associate the movie with like a high quality, product.
Yeah, you can even see like the bumps on the pumpkin and stuff. That's pretty crazy.
You can even see that one.
In particular.
Yeah. Oh, that's so dope, man. These are awesome. Big shout to Proxy for hooking it up so we could get these in here. Okay, so I'm gonna have the images up on screen for you guys right here. The one that he liked the most, and I think I understand why, is this one right here. It's Billy, and it says, "My boogers itch." And he's got he's got this mixer shoved in his nose. Just a wild one. And it says Cartoon Network yes in the bottom. So of course, this was his pickup, so he loves Cartoon Network. That's like his main thing. He didn't grow up like heavy with bin tins, that's why he was willing to let that one go, but he loves Cartoon Network, so he kept a lot of these really awesome Cartoon Network ones, which I'm so glad they're in an awesome home because these things are beautiful. And then next up we have the I'm a hot toe picker one with blue regard on it.
I remember that episode vividly.
Oh dude, like I never saw these ads though. Like, I never saw these ones growing up. I wish I would have, but I never saw any of these ads as a kid. I remember the advertising style though, but this is the one that I think is my favorite of all the ones he picked up because I vividly remember this summer, and that is the Camp Laszlo. He's one happy camper, Fridays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, a part of Cartoon Network's summer. Ryan, let's put a freaking promo up on screen, one of the bumpers from Cartoon Network summer. That was like one of my most memorable summers of my childhood, and I remember it was like 2000, I was like 10 years old, 10 years old, and I remember that summer they were just like marathoning Camp Laszlo for like weeks at a time. It was just Camp Laszlo all day long.
Yeah, you would go, you just hear the horn, yeah.
And I remember just watching it like every episode, sometimes repeats, just watching it every single day that summer and just loving it, like just not even caring that some of the episodes I had already seen. The vibes, I love those comforting vibes, you know. So I love about Spongebob is it takes place under the ocean and I feel like you're in this whole different world and this whole different experience with the characters, and it's so cozy. And I love about Camp Laszlo is they're just on this camp. There's nothing from the outside world, you know, there's no politics, there's no outside sources to really intervene besides other neighboring camps. So it's like their own little bubble that you just get to appreciate and kind of get a little view into. So I love Camp Laszlo, and that's a really cool one there. And then next up here we got Duck Dodgers here, and we have Space Cadets, and you got Porky and also Daffy there on the Earth there. If he's our future, we're history. Which Duck Dodgers was like, you know, kind of like almost like a parody on Star Trek a little bit, with like, you know, this like leader type of like space captain who got a little bit of an ego, but at the same time kind of a goof and maybe not the smartest guy. Kind of see that same kind of character type with Zap Brannigan in Futurama.
Yeah, like the super like, oh, I'm the big guy here.
Yeah, and I think it was because like in Star Trek, like William Shatner's character, like even though they take it totally serious in that world, as a viewer you're kind of like, that's kind of goofy, you know, like the way that's like a really dumb idea, like his ego is just so high, but that's why his character is so loved. So, you know, it's really cool to see the Duck Dodgers there. So that's the ones that Proxy ended up keeping here. I think I covered all of them. Those ones are amazing, and I mean, I'm just glad that he, you know, threw us. I was just happy he was throwing us like one or two, but the fact that he gave us all the rest of the ones he picked up is amazing. So big shout out to him, and thank you again so much, man. Appreciate it, and I love them. Let's go ahead and check out these last few we've got here. Okay, so the next one up here is again Cartoon Network, and it says on at 9 p.m.
Weekday mornings at 9 p.m.
There we go.
9 whatever.
Let's open it. Oh, we probably could have just done that and seen it a little easier.
Weekday morning.
Rough and Away. Oh, I know what this is.
The Super Dog.
Crypto. The Super Dog.
Oh man, that is nostalgic.
And I mean, I would say that this show kind of like brought Crypto to the limelight because he got a reboot of this show, I'm pretty sure. And he even has a full live action or a full CG animated movie with Dwayne The Rock Johnson and Kevin Hart, where The Rock plays Crypto, and Ace the Bowhound is actually voiced by Kevin Hart. And he got a tie-in movie with Scooby-Doo just last year. So Crypto is kind of that guy, man.
I mean, I guess he's like, yeah, because they had Dynamite for a while for Scooby, but now they got Crypto.
Yeah, it's just so cool to see this one. This is from 2005. So this is the Crypto that we all grew up with here. And I love the stars and the like spots there. It's got that Frutagary Arrow like stylistic you know, advertising there. And then you got Crypto himself right there. And like I remember liking the show, but I could not tell you or remember a single episode.
Nope.
I want to rewatch it now. Like, is that on HBO Max or something? Where can you watch Crypto the Superdog today?
I guess we'll have to find that out.
I know, because I would love to rewatch this show. Because it just, like you said, it's so nostalgic when you hear that theme song and everything. I think for me, I associate this show much like I did with Baby Looney Tunes as a kid. This show for me was, okay, you have some random day of the school year like off for some reason. You know, like maybe,
or late start or something.
Yeah, late start, or you have like a jogathon, so you're into school early, or you know, you played hooky a little bit, you stayed home sick, and you watch cartoons, and then you would be like, okay, well, what can I watch? Because all the good shows come on after 2, and then Crypto's on. You're like, oh, this is actually pretty solid for this time slot, you know?
Yeah.
So Crypto is always one of those ones I look forward to. There we go. So again, a really cozy vibe for this one. I love the colors on it all together. The blue looks beautiful. All right, we got 2 more. Let's check it out. I didn't rank the last one, I think. Did I? Was that Waltz and Grumpet? Oh, I did. I'm gonna rate this one another 10 out of 10. That is too freaking cool. Ooh, The Simpsons.
6:30 p.m. April 23rd.
Sky 1. I don't even know what Sky 1 is.
Huh.
Or Sky 0. 0, I don't know. That, yeah. So let's take a look here. You have Marge there, Marge's shoes. Who is this? You got Matt Groening down there.
Who are you?
Who is this? What in the world? Gervais. So Ricky Gervais.
Did I tell you I'm a bit of a songwriter? Words and music.
Oh.
That's so random. Like, it's okay that Ricky Gervais has like a billboard, but like to advertise this episode over any is so random.
And for Domino's? What the heck?
A Domino's ad, you're right. There's so many levels to this that are just strange. It's got a Domino's logo here. There's not a single pizza on site. It says Sky something down there. And it's for a random episode of The Simpsons where Ricky Gervais appears. This one I'm gonna give a 7.
Yeah,
it's still cool, but when I saw the Simpsons logo, I was expecting like who knows what. I was thinking like the Simpsons movie, who knows what, but still really cool.
It's just like it's a little obscure, I guess. Yeah.
It's very strange. You know, you have to really like either Ricky Gervais or this episode of The Simpsons. Because I don't even think as a Domino's fan this does it for you.
Yeah.
All right, so there you go. You get the Simpsons one. So we looked it up, and the Sky One, the company that did this billboard, is a British television,
like broadcasting television, yeah.
company. So the fact that Ricky Gervais is on here makes more sense now because Ricky Gervais is huge in the UK, like one of the most famous comedians. And also Domino's Pizza is really, really popular in the UK. Like I've got a few different friends from the UK, and all of them, I mean, I'm not trying to stereotype, but they all love Domino's. So I'm pretty sure that that's why this, I wouldn't say this was made in the UK, but maybe, like it could have been in the UK and this person somehow got it, or maybe they advertised it here and this is the same ad they did use in the UK, so they just, you know, multi-purposed it here in the US. So this one right here is like the highest quality one we've, like this one feels like it's made of leather, and it's got like a plastic trim on it. What show is deserving of this high quality? It's Cartoon Network. What is that? Cartoon Network. Do you guys have any guesses as to what this is?
TickleU.com?
I wouldn't recommend Googling that. You know, Cartoon Network here.
No way.
School of Knock Knocks.
Is that?
Oh my
no
gosh.
way, is that Peppa?
We have a giant Peppa the Pig. That is horrifying.
I mean, that's accurate. She's like 7 feet.
It's accurate in size. Sealy is now
in session. Days preschool mornings. Huh.
So maybe, I don't remember this, but like Cartoon Network now has Cartoonito. So it's like for kids, like preschool kids and like, you know, earlier. I guess earlier in preschool, like a baby.
Infants.
So maybe in the early days we had this, but we just never watched it.
Let's go! It's time for Tickle You!
Because this is from 2005 too. 2005, 2006 too. I didn't even know Peppa has been around this long, to be honest with you. But wow, there we go. We got Peppa Pig. Preschool morning weekdays. I did not know Peppa Pig was on Cartoon Network. Now she's very heavily promoted for Paramount and is on Nickelodeon Jr. But I guess at some point she maybe got her United States career started on Cartoon Network. Okay, so let's do it. We have the last one here, and this one is another one of the Peanuts ones. So this is
Knott's Berry Farm, it looks like.
This one is a Knott's Berry Farm Peanuts one.
Hey.
Knott's Merry Farm, which is something they do, you know, kind of similar to
Not Scary Farm.
yeah, during the Halloween season they do Knott's Scary Farm, which has like this craziness that happens. And then during Christmas, they do Knott's Merry Farm, where it's all Christmas themed. And you can see this one is also signed by Charles Schultz's wife as well, too. Just a really random to have both of those ones signed by her. What I love on this one is the prices. The prices have changed so much since these days. This is 2005. You know, like when we were kids and you always heard like the stereotype of like your grandpa saying like, oh, back in my day, a soda was a nickel. And then you're like, stupid granddad, sodas are 85 cents and they've always been that way and they'll always be that way.
And now it's like
$3.
$3 for a little soda, and you're like, I remember when it was like $1.
Yeah, it's what I'm saying. Like it really happens, and we're like living through this right now. If you see that, this is 2005. The $31 the cost for a SoCal resident ticket
For a very single day.
for a single day. Nowadays, to go to Knott's Berry Farm, it is double that and some. It is $71 for a single day pass, and the pass
That's
for a year is $85, which is actually kind of low if you compare that to like Disney and other places. And I'd say this pass now is still a pretty good deal at $149. Just still a lot. Again, essentially double that. But comparatively to a lot of other theme parks, the Cedar Fairs, Knott's Berry Farm, like variety of parks are kind of on the cheaper end for the quality that you get. And I mean, who doesn't love the peanuts? So there we go. We got the last one there. And then I have one more that I figured I'd just bring out to share with you guys because I have it in the collection. But a lot of you guys have never had the opportunity to see it. And I have some other ones too. So I have this banner I'm gonna bring out right now, which is a SpongeBob one that I received a while ago from an amazing member of the Rep Pack as well that came from Box Lunch. And I featured recently in a video this one right now that is at Box Lunch, the 25th anniversary banner. We're hopefully, fingers crossed, the manager at the FYE said they were gonna keep it for me. I'm gonna keep my phone ready. They said at the end of this month, likely they'll be taking it down and then I can come pick it up, so I cannot wait for that. But this is one I got from Box Lunch a while ago, and I have a few other SpongeBob banners, but I'm not gonna feature those on videos yet because I'm still working on trying to acquire a few more pieces for it. And often when I make a video on something, it makes it a lot harder for me to actually acquire some of the things that I'm gonna need to complete this video. So I'm waiting to get everything I need, and then I'm gonna do that video. So you have some more banners coming down the line, but let's check out the SpongeBob banner that I got a few years back. And the rating for this one, oh man, I do like it, but I don't like that like half of it is kind of themed to pricing. But
yeah, true.
You know, but I think that that was not its function was to show you the prices while you're driving by or going on the bus to say like, oh, okay, that's actually pretty affordable or not very affordable depending on who you are. And that was the point. So I can't knock it against that many points for it serving its purpose, but at the same time for the displayability of a normal collection, probably a little weird. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a 7 out of 10 for its displayability. But advertising wise, 10. I mean, I know how much things cost then. Okay, so this one right here, again, this was at Box Lunch. They had this hang over the SpongeBob section in 2020. So in 2020, this was available. And man, is this guy cool. I'm so happy I got one to preserve in the collection here. We'll roll this out. The quality on this one is really freaking nice. Again, it's like that vinyl material.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's stitched on the bottom there. And it's got SpongeBob and Patrick on display there. A beautiful, beautiful piece. I mean, not as big as these ones for sure, but a really cool one. And the one for the 20th anniversary, guys, for size scale, is probably longer than even these ones. Like, it's probably like maybe 7 feet long.
Oh my. You're gonna have no room for like half of this.
Yeah, it's gonna be a really, really big boy. It's gonna be hard to even display that here on the floor. But I just wanna have them so we can preserve them, and as the collection grows, I wanna be able to have these pieces so down the line, I can hang them up or use them in different circumstances to showcase and share with you guys. And somebody's gotta keep these. And I feel like it's my mission to preserve this stuff. And I mean, who knows how many of these Box Lunch banners are even around still, if any. So big shout out to the member of the Rep Pack that sent this in. So that's all of our banners for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video here. Stay tuned, I gotta put this away. If you guys haven't already, hit the like button, subscribe here. If you haven't already, I would greatly appreciate it. Help us get towards 100,000 subscribers. And if you haven't already, go check out the Patreon where you can sign up for only $2 a month. And you'll get an extended version of this video and every other video that I upload here on YouTube. And also there's early releases, a bunch of other additional perks as well. So go take a look. Those videos are ad-free. It's the ultimate way to watch comfort cartoons, and it supports the show and us keeping these videos coming to you guys. And also check out the Whatnot stream where we're live every single Friday. I'm gonna be maybe giving away 1 or 2 of these bus banners, these giant banners you might be able to get for absolutely free as soon as I can acquire the correct shipping materials because it's very big. But eventually down the line, I'd love to give one of these away. So we do giveaways there every single Friday, and we do auctions with a bunch of awesome stuff that you guys already love and know that we love here on this show. So I'd love for you to be there. But like I said, stay tuned. Before we go any further, you know the drill. Scan it. So that's it for this one. If you guys enjoyed it, again, please hit the like button. I greatly appreciate it. Leave a comment down below. Anything, just an exclamation point, a little thumbs up. Everything that you drop in there helps so much. So just leave a comment. And most importantly, I'll see you guys in this video right here. And as always, I'll see you beautiful people in the next one. Adios and boop.